Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello and welcome to this new English lesson for 3rd intermediate grade, Full Blast 6, Module 1C, Hot Off the Press. Today we have read and vocabulary. This lesson was prepared by Mrs. I'tidal Al-Ghamidi. In this lesson you can read an activity and activate background knowledge, identify words related to the context of a magazine, read for specific information, use words related to the context of a magazine. Look at the picture. Do you like comic magazines? What are comic magazines? Like Superman, Batman, X-Men magazine. Do you like reading these magazines? A little, okay. Well, I like reading them a little myself. Which of the following magazines is an old version and which is a new one? The magazines on the left, old or new? The magazines on the right, old or new? Without a doubt, the ones on the left are the old ones, and the ones on the right are new. Now discuss. Look at the pictures. 5 pictures. Do you think that writing a magazine has a certain process, certain steps? Like step 1, people who write magazines, companies, do they have steps to create a magazine? Try rearranging the sequence of pictures. Which one of these steps happen first? Printing the magazine? Delivering the magazine to stores, supermarkets? Interviewing people? Designing the magazine on a computer? Or meeting with editors and writers? You think A is stage number 3, okay. How about number 1? C? Okay, the first thing, they meet and they discuss topics. Okay, what happens after that? Designing it on a computer is step number 3. How about 2? B, okay, interviewing people, and then designing it on a computer, and then what? Printing it or delivering the magazine? Which one happens first? Definitely print the magazine and then take them to shops everywhere. Thank you, everybody. Your answers were correct. Alright, Isra, you asked about photographers, people who take photos. They use the cameras to take pictures. We call these people, we call them photographers. Alright, Planet Earth, this is the name of the magazine. Yes, that is right. That is the Arabic, Isra. Behind the scenes, this is what people don't see, don't know about how to make this magazine. This week, Planet Earth shows you how the nation's greenest magazine, we call it Green Magazine because it's about the environment. Green means friendly to the environment. First of all, writers and editors get together for a big meeting. Possible topics. What are we going to write about in the new issue? Such as global warming. Global warming is the world's temperature getting hotter and hotter every year. We call this phenomena, we call it global warming. That means the world is getting hot and hot every year. Are discussed, as well as ideas for articles for the next issue. Articles is what you read in newspapers and magazines. 2. Reporters and photographers get to work. Lots of scientists and researchers are, as well as ordinary people. Ordinary people, normal people like you and me, are interviewed. Photographs are taken and articles are written. Yes, that is correct. 3. Graphic designers, people who work on a computer to show you the visual effect of the magazine. Plan and design the layout of the magazine, how the pages should look on computers, and try to make every page look professional and appealing. Appealing means beautiful. This involves inserting pictures. This includes putting pictures and photos, changing fonts, changing how the text, how the words look, and doing all that's necessary, all that is important to get the visual result the company wants. Visual is what you see. They put pictures, they change how the text look to give you a good result, to see. Visual means to see. Lots of changes are made at this stage to make sure everything is perfect. Then the magazine is saved on a disk like a CD and sent to the printers. Then a few copies are printed. They don't make a lot of copies. Why? Before they make huge amounts of copies, they check for any mistakes. Is there any spelling mistake? Is there any other errors? What is the meaning of errors? It means mistakes. After that, thousands of copies are printed and packaged inside boxes. Lastly, the last thing, the magazines are delivered to shops and sold all over the country. They take the magazines to supermarkets. All over the country means in every city, everywhere. Then you can buy them and enjoy them. Now, what do they discuss at the first meeting? Editors and writers get together in a big meeting. What do they talk about in the first meeting? Question 2. Who designs the layout of the magazine? The answer of possible topics. That is correct. Thank you, Isra. What are we going to write about? This is what they discuss. What are we going to write about in the next issue? Who designs the layout? The graphic designers. 3. How do they send the magazine to the printers? How? They save it on a disk. Yes, they save it on a disk. What happens after they print the magazine? They are packed inside boxes and they are sent to shops everywhere. Where do they deliver the magazines? They take them to shops all over the country. Alright, now we move on to the vocabulary section. What is the meaning of issue? We learned this word in the reading that we had. Issue, like a weekly issue for the magazine, like Planet Earth, they have a weekly issue, like every week they make a new issue of the magazine. Sometimes not every week, once a month. Global means around the world. But when we say global warming, that is different. Global warming is a phenomena. What is phenomena? Like something that happens in nature. Our world is getting hotter and hotter every year. This phenomena is called global warming. Appealing means good, beautiful. Errors, mistakes. Now, can you put these words inside these blanks? Issue, printed, deliver, appealing, errors, interviewed. Interviewed, like when you meet someone to ask for information. You ask him questions and he gives you answers. And global warming. 1. Some supermarkets offer 2 your shopping to your home. Okay, issue is number 1. Yeah, good idea, Arij. Nice idea. Issue is number 1, printed. 2, deliver. 3, appealing. 4, errors. 5, interviewed. 6, global. 7. What do we put in the first blank? 3. Yes, some supermarkets and even fast food restaurants, yes, like McDonald's, or they deliver your food to your home. 2. This is the 10,000th one issue. Yes, Every week they make an issue, and this issue is number 10,000 of this magazine. 3. The reporter, he did something to Dr. Ethan. What did he do? 6. He interviewed him. Yes. 4. You should check your work for... 5. Yes, for errors, for mistakes. Maybe you made some mistakes. This is why you need to check your work. Great job, everybody. You are amazing. Now let's continue. 5, 6, and 7. During the meeting, the editors of the magazine decided to write about global warming. Yes. 6. How can I make my project more appealing, more beautiful? I am making a project for my school and I need to make it beautiful, more appealing, more attractive to the teachers and students. 7. Every card in this shop is printed. Printed is the only word we didn't use today. Printed is like when you print something using a printer. Every card is printed with a special message. And that brings us to the summary of today's lesson. Okay, this is what we learned today. The word issue, like magazines have issue. Every week they make a new issue. And this picture right here represents what? Appealing. We used this word, this picture for error. Error means mistake. And this is global, like GPS. You know GPS? What does GPS stand for? It stands for Global Positioning System. Global, all the world, planet Earth. Global positioning, your position. Global Positioning System. Now, thank you everybody for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed tonight's lesson. If you have any questions, you can ask now. If there is any word that is difficult for you, we can get back to it and re-explain it. Now, I will bring back today's reading. This is the reading. If there is any word that is difficult, we can answer that in a minute. Now, look at the text. Can I help you with something here? Okay, if you have no questions, then thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow. Look, when you discuss something, you talk about it. Okay, like you have an idea that you want to tell me about, and we will discuss it. Why don't we make this lesson in this way? And I tell you, no, let's make it that way. This is a discussion between you and me. Okay? Like you have an idea and you want to discuss it with the teacher. You want to talk about this idea with the teacher. Thank you and goodbye.